Okay. I've been thinking about it for so long. I couldn't have just anyone, and I wasn't finding anyone who fit my particular needs. But then you come along. I've been watching you. I'm sure you can do it. Please, Hana, I need you. Only you. The bitrate is pretty low. That's probably why. My bitrate is 1500. So most people should be able to watch it. At least come see what I've been working on, please, Hana. Okay. I'll come and see, I guess. Yeah. Oh, Hana, thank you so much. You're a darling. John flung his arms around my neck, then just as quickly let go. I glanced away to hide my face, sure I was turning pink. It's a decent bitrate, yeah. Yeah, it's low enough for most people to be able to watch. Yeah, I don't have transcoding, so I can't like have a high bit rates and have people like choose their own quality. This will be great. Maybe after school in the theater. I've got everything prepared for you. Yeah, great. Now that that's settled, come on, Hana. Let's go lunch. What is this? Out loudly. Oh. Hey. You coming, Hana? He poked his head around the corner. That is something I would do, is like, hey. You coming? He might have been spending too much time with that bird. Huh. Man, that test today was brutal. I totally bombed it. I failed miserably. UG held up his paper. There was a big red F at the top. John winced and slowly erased his own failed exam. The two laughed and high-fived. In the middle of a manga. Okay. Okay. I don't know exactly what... Jex. I don't think you, like, missed much. It's not a big deal. I'll just retake it later. I had way better things to do than study. I never thought I'd pass. Gerard and I did wonderfully. Most of our homeroom did. Maybe our teachers teach us differently? Nope. I got an 89, so it's not Miss Shizuka. These two are just massive idiots. I nodded. I didn't feel like admitting to my 93, not after seeing how badly John and PBG did. Awesome! Wow! That's awesome, Shane! It's like your mind is just made for facts! You totally deserve it! Did you get your 97 raised, Gerard? That's not like you at all, Gerard! Gerard laughed sheepishly. Yeah, I got my 100. To be fair, I would have gotten 100 like normal, but one of the questions could be answered in two ways. I told the teacher and he changed my score accordingly. I think you got a couple of points too, Satch. Awesome. He completed his test. You had to have that 100, didn't you? Did you get a completion bonus? I got to take a lot of crap from you guys. That's more than enough to make it worth it. I smiled alongside of him, still feeling somewhat out of my element. Shane's comments hung over my head even now, but I didn't think there was much I could do about it. Before class, I quickly filled my in on John's proposition. I'm kind of worried about it.
What?
Are you kidding, Hana? He wants you to be Juliet! And he'll be Romeo. Oh, that's so romantic! He's totally hitting on you.
I don't
I don't know, Mai. I'm really not an actress. I'm bad at the limelight. There's no he wouldn't have noticed that. And I doubt he's hitting on me either. Hana, get a grip on yourself. You're one of the nicest people I've ever met. Any guy would be lucky to have you. That's why you're my best friend. I mean, why else would he make such a big deal out of it? Dude, yeah. It went from hundreds of people to 40. Yeah, slowly it just goes down, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, like there. That's Hunter needs to go sleep. Well, have a good night. That's why you're my best friend. I mean, why else would he make such a big deal about it? He did seem upset. Sleep is for the weak! He did seem upset. You might have a point. John is Romeo and me is Juliet. It was corny, but kind of cute. Visions of myself and John in period clothes, sweeping across the stage floated through my mind. Spotlights glistening in his hair. He leaned in towards me. En garde! No! Ah! Romeo, my love! Juliet. This isn't how this story was supposed to go. Romeo? Whoa, what's wrong? Nothing. Sorry, is class over? Asagao Jared, 5:55 a.m. and you're still sparkling. Okay. Hey, you're going to the theater, right? After that daydream, it was hardly like I had a choice.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you back at the dorms.
Bye.
Okay, bye. It's okay, Hana. You can do this. The theater's here, right? Sparkling. The door opened into a gorgeous room with bright red seats. John was down at the stage, his arms flung to the ceiling. Doth thou protestations relinquish mine, famine? Nay. Nay! Jacques, you've got to have a little more intensity. Twitch says you made... What? May 0th? What? No, that's impossible. I made my account on I made my account like I think back in 2012. I really started streaming in last December. Mm-hmm. Don't you want to be famous? Nay. Damn it. Why, you little... Excuse me?
Hana!
Hana! His voice shot up several octaves. Come in, come in, come in! He leaped up the stairs, grabbed me by the hand, and pulled me into the room. I wasn't sure you were going to come. Ah, the cup! Thank you so much, Hana. You were really the only person I could trust to do this. About that, John, I don't know about this. I'm reading on an actress. There's no way I could be Juliet. You stopped pulling me. Who said anything about Juliet? Thank you. Didn't you? No! That wasn't the part you wanted to talk to me about? Oh no, of course not. You're right. You're not suited to be Juliet at all. Ouch. He ran backstage, returning with a large, inflatable bag. Actually, I want you to be... Drumroll, please, Jacques. Da 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 da. He tossed the bag on the stage. The crumpled plastic unraveled, revealing... Yeah! A tree! A tree. You're perfect for the part! You're so shy and quiet. You have an impressive ability to stand still for long periods of time. The other day in class, you stared into space for almost 20 minutes straight and didn't move a muscle. Oh. Of course. Why would he want me to play a lead role? It was obvious I wasn't cut out for that kind of thing. Wanting to play the Romeo to my Juliet, how ludicrous. What's wrong? Of course I wouldn't be able to play Juliet. No one would think I could do that. Oh, okay. No problem. You can make MLP jokes as much as you want. I won't get them, but... Well, it's not that you can't. But John wasn't trying to be mean, he just didn't seem to get what it was, that it was insulting. I think about it, okay? But I think I'm gonna go for now. If you say so, be sure to give me your answers soon. I'm so ready for this. It's going to be the best play yet, especially with Jacques as our Juliet. I love you. The sparkling cherub babies. Goodbye, John.
See you later.
See you later, Anna. How awful was that? I shut the door to the dorm room, wanting nothing more than to collapse onto my bed. Yes, definitely. Like the Wii store. I shut the door to the dorm room, wanting nothing more than to collapse onto my bed.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Hana! Ma was laying on her bunk upside down, her red hair spilling over the side. Something glinted in. Ace Attorney? Animal Crossing and the Mii music, yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't really pay attention to the weather channel. What are you doing? I'm cutting out little blossoms, see? She held a pink cherry blossom to the ceiling. It's so your senpai will notice you. What are you even talking about? You know, senpai always notices the girl when she's outside, surrounded by a shower of cherry blossom petals, the wind blowing in her hair.
Bingo.
Your guy will definitely notice you with these. A flash of anger ripped through me. Why don't you just save them for yourself? Jared will never notice you without them. I turned on my heel and stalked out of the dorm room. It's because of stuff like that I thought John was trying to... No, it was stupid of me to imagine it could happen in the first place. Stepped out to the front of Poppy Hall, the crisp evening air wafted against my face and cooling my skin. A faint tinge of smoke threaded its way into my hair, reminding me of days spent cooking with my father. How stupid. I headed for the field, my stomach sinking with every step. Yeah. I shouldn't have snapped at Mai. None of this was her fault. She was being so nice to me and I said that awful thing to her. The most recent console you have is a GameCube. Whoa. That's not very recent. She was never going to be my friend again. I stopped at a tree and leaned against it, the sun rapidly setting. No, the GameCube was pretty cool though. The sun was rapidly setting, the night air growing colder and colder. Although I was shivering, I didn't want to go back inside. There was no way I could face Mai after what happened. What a terrible person I was. I sat down and hugged my knees, pressing my head into my arms. I stayed that way for a long time, trying not to pay attention to what was going through my head. The wind picked up, roaring past me and whipping my hair against my skin. It was so loud, I didn't hear the footsteps until they were right next to me. I looked up. Mai, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. I was just upset because I thought John wanted me to be Juliet. But it turns out he wants me to be a tree. I shouldn't have cared so much about it. I'm really just an awful person. Yeah. Mai let out a peal of laughter. That John, he doesn't mean anything by it. But that is something he would do. He's nice, but he can be a little clueless sometimes. She sat next to me and wrapped an arm around my shoulders. Together we huddled against the rough bark of the oak tree, somewhat sheltered from the wind. You remember what Shane said about my hair? Rip. Mai's arm tightened around me. I've been on edge ever since. I don't know how to face them, even when they're being nice. I'm so afraid they hate me. I'm sorry I'm such a coward. Well, it's okay. We're all cowards sometimes. Maybe we should just approach our problems directly, instead of coming at them from the side with flowers or friendship. You want to join the Normal Blues Club, don't you? Yes. Well, I want to date Jared. Neither of these will happen if we keep avoiding the stuff that makes us nervous. Yeah. If we want something, we should go get it. We shouldn't, just because we're used to waiting for things to happen to us, doesn't mean that they're always going to if we're just patient enough. Yep, this is all chapter 1. Without looking back, right? Yeah. And the same goes for you, Mai. It's so long. Yeah, it does. I rested my head on my shoulder, thankful that she was taller than my paltry 5'2". She lay her head on top of my own.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try harder. Nothing good came of me avoiding my problems and being a coward. I can't keep running away, or else I'm going to run out of places to go, and then I'll break. If I really want to make a new life at Asagao, I have to try.
Seriously.
I'm going to be my best self and be myself. I'm going to actually try. Who knows? Maybe Shane will warm up to me eventually. Mai pulled me closer into a hug.
Yeah.
That's the spirit! Now what do you say we get inside? It's freezing! Yes, let's! And thank you, Mai. Oh, I'm gonna do PPG's route, by the way. Like I've already said it. You're all like really excited for Jared, but I'm gonna go with PPG. Mai smiled at me. Remember hashtag pro Jared is gay? Nope. Hashtag gay for normal boots. No, thank you. Let's go. Quickly, there's only 2 minutes left. Giant yellow letters ballooned on my phone screen, blocking several falling cubes and preventing me from making more combos and employing more troops. Damn it, get out of the way! The small yellow plush with a great smiley face waved his sword, and the big bad, the giant, came rushing out of the castle. Smiley man, so we meet again. What are you doing? Ah! You lose! No! Oops, sorry. Ian, the brutal moose of yore, stood over my shoulder, peering at my phone. What do you want? Yeesh. Yeesh, touchy, aren't we? What are you doing playing such a boring game anyway? Nothing. I was waiting for and I was bored. To tell the truth, I was practicing. That game's similar to the one that's going to be in the tournament, right? You lost pretty quickly. It doesn't seem like you're any good. He looked at my phone again and froze. I glanced back at the screen. My score was still slowly totaling, spreading over the 100,000 range.
What?
Holy crap! How did you do that? Do what? Your score? That's incredible. How long have you been playing this game? I've never seen Ian so animated. If you ask me, I would almost say he cared about what was happening. I guess 2 weeks, maybe? Yeah. Meanwhile, I know all the guys. You know, I'm a fan of all of them. Only 2 weeks? He put his hand to his chin in thought. If you're this good at a game, you might be able to learn to play the one for the tournament. What are you suggesting? He glared at me. We both know you'd love to join the Normal Boots Club, and they need someone to fill puzzle games during the tournament. You need to join the team. I gazed at him, trying to read his face. You really only knew PB and Jeff and JonTron. I started watching... I think I came across JonTron back in like 2012 or 2011 even, like very early. And from there I started like seeing all the Normal Boots guys. So I went to Normal Boots, and there I saw of course Peanut Butter Gamer, Continue Show, and The Completionist, and like slowly they grew and grew. Cool. Well, the way I got to Cat Icarus was like he was like at 1,000 subscribers or something, and it was like back when YouTube like started at the screen in which you could see all activity. And I saw that Peanut Butter Gamer subscribed to a guy called Cat Icarus. I was like, maybe I could check that out. And then I checked it out, and his videos were fucking awesome. That was... back then, his last video was the Lilo and Stitch one. That was really great. Could he be pulling my leg? It was possible that It was possible that I was actually much worse than average. He wanted me to join the team to drag down their score. A dirty move, but I wasn't sure Ian would do it if given the chance. Ian sighed. Look, at least give it some thought. That was impressive, and I wouldn't mind having some competition for once. He turned on his heel and ambled to his seat. What was that about? I told her what just happened. Really? He thinks you have what it takes? That would be awesome, wouldn't it, Hana? Isn't this exactly what you wanted? You got JonTron through Game Grumps. For me, it was the other way around. I got to Ego Raptor through Game Grumps. I knew JonTron before. You're welcome. That would be awesome, wouldn't it, Hana? Is this exactly what you wanted? I guess. Not everyone's so enthusiastic about having me on the team, though. Shane's glaring face passed through my mind. I'm sure if you proved yourself, it would be alright. What are you going to do? I'd like to try. Even if I fail, I'm going to work hard and give it my best. And maybe I can even make Shane and the others accept me. Now's not the time for me to sit around and wonder what else I can do.
Yeah!
There's my girl! Danny is great, yeah. Oh, Hana, you're catapulting through the sky like a shooting star. Bless. And what are you going to do next? Talk to them? And an image of myself going head to head with Shane flickered through my mind. Maybe not just yet. Sensing my unease, Mai shrugged. Well, don't worry about it too much. Ian's part of Hidden Block after all. It wouldn't help him to have competition, and besides... Okay. Well, have a good night, Saljexicon. Shizuka stalked in, looking furious. Turn to page 394. And that was the end of that. Finally, class was over. I gathered my bags and joined Mai. She headed to the door. Hana? Shane stood before me, shifting from foot to foot. I love his voice clips. Shane's voice clips are the best. Can I speak to you? A lump formed in my throat. What did he want now? Sure, Mai, go on ahead. If you say so. Nah. With a worried tone in her voice, Mai left us alone. Shane waved me out of the classroom and into a nook next to the window. It came to my attention that perhaps I said something that perhaps I should not have said. And that perchance I have possibly bothered you in some such fashion as cause of my words that I said. I'm sorry? Yes, exactly.
Well...
I'm sorry for what I said about your hair. My heart skipped a beat. How did you know I heard that? My. She came to my room last night and tore my ear off. Oh my. My chagrin quickly turned to gratefulness. How many other girls would go to one of the most popular guys in school and chew him out because he was mean to her friend? Especially when I wasn't even supposed to hear it. I hope you can forgive me. A weight lifted from my shoulders. Oh no, I'm really happy. Thank you so much for apologizing to me. To be honest, I've been worrying about this for a while now. You've changed your mind. I'm glad you've changed your mind. I didn't say that. I deflated. Look, it's not really about you. Or in a way it is, but you can't really help that. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Never mind. Look, you have to come with me. I have a surprise. Following Shane around was not something I would particularly like to do, especially considering what just happened, but... Yeah, okay. Shane grabbed my wrist and led me down the hallway. I could probably have followed him just as well without his needing to do that, but there were worse things in this world. Before long, we wound up in front of the Normal Boots Club room. What is this? Without saying a word, Shane opened the door and let me in. Inside, the entirety of Normal Boots was waiting, along with a sullen-faced Ian.
Bye.
Bye. Well, looks like my work is done. Goodbye. Hmm. He brushed past me as PBG began to laugh.
See ya.
Thanks, man. See you in the tournament. So, Hana, I bet you're wondering why Mr. Stoic brought you here. A little bit, yeah. As you know, there is a tournament that happens each year in early spring. This year, the tournament is in about a month and a half. We each compete in various events. It used to be an easy win, but with Hidden Block around, things changed. We want to keep our competitive edge. Something happened last year so we no longer have someone competing in the puzzle category. I stand by my decision. That's probably a reference to John leaving Game Grumps. Angry Bird movie? What? Okay. So we need something to take John's place. I don't understand. Okay, awesome, Ando. Thank you for watching. Oh, May 20th. Okay. I don't understand. We all have different categories we are entering into, and half of us have jobs or other clubs that we're busy with. We can't exactly take more on. For example, I competed in the invention and game design category. I play retro games and get a higher score than the other fellow by the end of the level. That kind of thing. I play pinball, the machines that the arcade provides. And it's the same thing, really. Shane does Mario Kart racing, or at least he will this year. I do completion speedruns, so I gather and accomplish everything in a game as fast as possible. It's just as draining as it sounds. Okay, space is high. Have a good night. We compete in tag team 80s and 90s arcade beat-em-ups. Specific, I know. And I dance. Each of our own fields, and you can't take the time to learn a new one. Okay. Sounds like you're very enthusiastic about the Angry Birds movie. So Ian told us how good you are at Dumbly Doom's Revenge. He suggested you enter the tournament as a member of the Normal Boots Club.
Really?
Really? Why on earth would he do that? He's won that event every year he's gone to school in this district. He wants a little challenge this time around. Just because we're rivals doesn't mean we're not friends. Anyways, we voted on whether you should join the club, and, well, long story short, we've got a compromise. You enter the tournament, and if you win, you get to join the Normal Boots Club. If you lose, well, you don't have what it takes. What do you say? This was amazing. This was exactly what I wanted. This was my chance, but I don't know. If I lost, didn't that mean I would lose their friendship too? Jared for Pro Connect to answer. Killer Rosabot, I did not just get raided. I got raided by Pro Jared. There were hundreds of people here. This was awesome. This is awesome. 300, yeah. – Yeah. A lot of people went to bed. I wonder if... Yeah, Peanut Butter Gamer is still here in chat. Let's see. Yeah. I'd be a laughingstock, and I'd be left alone again. Anna. My? You should accept. Well, he's still in. It's still on. He's still in. According to Twitch here, he is still. At least he's lurking. That I know. You should accept. But where did you even come from? Don't you remember what you told me? No more giving up. Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm going to try. And that was how I got the opportunity to join the Normal Boots Club. If I could win my event for the tournament, I would officially join the team. If I didn't, well, if I didn't, the club would be more likely to lose the tournament, and I wouldn't get to stick around. It was scary, but if I succeeded, it would be worth it. I couldn't sleep at all that night, so when morning came, I put on my uniform and headed to class early. For once, I was eager for the mundane classroom environment. I hoped it would still my racing thoughts and help me come to terms with my amazingly good fortune. Therefore, I was sitting in my desk, falling slowly asleep, when a hand slammed upon its surface. Listen up! Ah! I scooted my chair away from my desk. Shane glared at me. If you are really competing with us in the tournament, I still can't believe that's happening, then you had better not let us down. He pulled out your chair in front of my desk and sat down. Let's talk strategy. What? Do you think practice will put you through the tournament? Despite knowing it was probably the wrong answer, I nodded.
No.
Wrong! Rather than practice, you need strategy. I could hardly believe my eyes. Shane, the normally quiet, wary, barely speaking Shane, was suddenly on fire and preparing to give me a full lecture on video game strategy. Did this mean my good fortune was over, or... Pay attention. I snapped up straight and scooted my chair to my desk. Yes, sir! Strategy isn't something you can just study. It isn't something you only start thinking about when you're playing your game. Strategy is always. Repeat after me. Strategy is always. Strategy is always? He slammed his hand on the desk again. With feeling! Strategy is always!
Yeah.
Good. Do you know what this means? In your daily life, you can make choices willy-nilly, like an absolute idiot. Or you can make smart, intelligent choices. You can make choices like a winner. Sometimes these go against what we want in the moment. Someone strategizing for a diet would have to pick not to eat a second serving, even if they want to, even if they're hungry. It's not always what you want, but it's what you gotta do. Understand? I had too much feeling. I think, kind of? He nodded, seemingly satisfied. The more you strategize in your daily life, the better your mind will get when trying to strategize in game. Gaming isn't just fun, gaming is life. He leaned forward, staring me down. Strategy is always. Shane grabbed the bottom of his chair and scooted frantically away, his mission apparently accomplished. He sat in his desk across the room, pulling out his sketchpad and drawing pencils, then face calm as ever before started to draw. How is that the same Shane I've seen for all these weeks? If you heard me, he didn't respond. I turned back to my desk, once again wide awake, Shane's words repeating in my head. Yeah, I've heard he is pretty hard. His route. Oh hey, it's almost time for the flower festival. With everything happening so quickly, it felt almost like it snuck up on me. Have you decided who you're taking yet? Right, I had to go with someone to the festival, but who could I ask? Indecent. Whoops. The only guys I knew were the members of the Normal Boots Club. Thank you for the host, Killer Rosabutt. You're gonna get licked again. The only guys I knew were the members of the Normal Boots Club. Would they want to go with me? And which one should I go out with? John was kind and caring, but I was a bit worried he cared too much about Jacques and the play to notice anything else. PPG was so easygoing, but something about the way he looked at me still bothered me. Satch was mature and really smart, but he seemed hard to get close to. Or was I imagining that? And there was Shane, who, let's be honest, he hated me. There was no way to say yes. But then again, he had started to warm up to me. Oh, you can only press the button if you have better Twitch TV. Otherwise, what you can do is go to your own channel, type /host, and then that Flint. Paul of Continue popped into my head too, but the last few times I hung around him, he caused major destruction. Jared was so caring and friendly, but I wasn't sure he was interested in me in that way. It was Jared too, but I looked at I couldn't do that, could I? Well, Nice. 6 choices. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna grab something to drink, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. I'll be right back.